Is dang, as soon as I get started, as soon as I get started, huh? No, that's not funny. Anyway, the first card coming out for this reading is the Savior. We have here the force is with you. Okay, so somebody here, they know that the force is with you, so that's why they want to be on your top. All right, they like it's chemistry, but I'm getting that you're not really feeling this person because it's a mentality thing. Okay, it's a mentality thing. You don't really like where they're at mentally. All right, and you could bring up discussions about the government or being sovereign, and this person might truly choose the government side other than being sovereign. And this is an important message. How you holding the pacifier, but you're not using the pacifier? Huh? How you holding the pacifier, but you're not using the pacifier? Yeah. Trying to be up all day, all day. You was up since 5. It's now 9. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 5 hours. Go to bed. Go to bed. Okay. But anyway, it's a mentality thing when it comes to this person. So this is exactly why you and this person cannot see eye to eye. Because they saying, I've never disappointed anyone before because no one has ever expected anything out of me. And that's sad. Because everybody's supposed to be reliable. Everybody's supposed to be useful. So if nobody's expecting anything out of you, then what are we talking about? Why are we here? And the way that you're responding to them is like, oh, they don't see that it's a mentality thing with them and they have to think high vibrational. You're just like, oh, that's admirable. But you and this person could have a God body. Okay, you could have a God body, a God baby, material wealth, wealth in the material, wealth in your health, wealth in this realm. Somebody here could be an indigo baby, indigo child, and you could be seeing the number 666, 666, or 6666. Okay. And it could be chemistry because of the God body that you and this person have, but this mentality thing, you or this person could be a Leo, or it could be an outside energy. So let's see. Going. All right, somebody has to make a decision about you. Love yourself. You can do anything. This person seeing you love yourself, so they want to love themselves. So they're using you properly as a mirror, as a reflection, but they're trying to keep up with it. So we have here the forces with you and get present. Stop and notice how you feel right now. Feel the air on your skin. Feel your heart beating. Notice the energy inside and outside of you buzzing. Shut off your thoughts and feel your connection to source. Breathe. The more you spend in the moment, the richer your life will be. So this person is focusing on connection. But I'm getting that they're focusing more on the connection with you other than the connection with themselves. So we have here, use your secret weapon. We're going to find out what the secret weapon is during or after this reading. So the force is with you. So this person has to get present and realize that the force is also with them. That you're not the only one out here being courageous, but they should also be the courageous one. You're not just the savior for them, you're the savior for yourself. And they're not just the savior for anybody else, they're the savior for themselves as well. So the savior energy comes with being courageous. And they see that in you, within you, on you. All right, and nobody ever expected anything out of this person day in, day out, from dusk to dawn, from dawn to dusk. They was never expected to do anything, to be anybody. All right, so they don't understand. So when you speak to them about government or sovereign, so this could be even on the dating scene, just being acquainted with somebody. Should you be my acquaintance or not? So if you bring up government or sovereign, you see how they feel about the subject or the topic at hand. Yeah, okay, so this Leo is either recognizing bad company or this Leo could definitely be bad company. But with its chemistry, they want good things at the end of the rainbow as well. but they're not going to get it off of you, and you're not going to go following another rainbow for them. They're going to have to chase and follow their own rainbow. Okay, if you guys are understanding what I'm saying. But this is somebody who wants constant engagement with you for time and attention, and you're protected from this. You could tell them no, so they can go on about their business and find their own hobbies, their own reading activities that they want to do for themselves. And with this is a mentality thing and homecoming out here. This person interrupts home time, or the home time that they have, that instead of using it to call you or to think about you or to talk to you, they should find things that they love about themselves or what they think about themselves, things like that. And that is where their wealth lies, because their body, their consciousness, their spirit also wants them to see the good in their own life, not just in somebody else's. So with the savior energy, they believe that somebody who is courageous and also they have their own passion and purpose and they can ignite their fire and also others is the savior energy. But instead of just chasing after your light, they should see that light in themselves as well. And you wish this person the best. I'm getting that you're like, oh, poor Tink Tink, poor Timothy, poor Ben Ben. That's very admirable that you can even say that with a straight face, that nobody has ever expected anything out of you. But really, truly, you're probably laughing inside, or you completely laughed in front of their face. Because when it comes to government or being sovereign, you're going to choose being sovereign every time of the day. Even if you ain't got that shit in paperwork just yet, you already move like you're sovereign. Okay? And that's a birthright to move like this. Everybody's allowed to move how they feel in their own nature. But this person is giving bad energy, because it's all about receiving something good. They see that you're in a good energy. They know what that leads to. But they have to do it for themselves. But they're looking for you to lead them through into the rapture. And you're like, no, I'm not going to use all of my abilities just to do that for you or anybody else. You also have to see that in yourself. So if I'm the teacher, okay, and you're the student, but then you're the student to soon become teacher, you don't just remain at the student level. You are soon to level up to the teacher spot or position. This person doesn't see it like that. They don't see it like that because it is a mentality thing, and they just ain't got that element. They ain't got that spark. Okay, right now, later, or probably never. We're hoping and praying and wishing them the best of luck that they do receive that. But you probably said that's admirable with this person moving in the energy that they're moving in. I'm telling you right now. But you know firmly, and you can perceive and grasp the idea that this person is going to be somebody in their life, but they just can't see it now. So you can only just do so much. They have a storm that they need to control. They have chaos in their life that they need to bring to order. But you can't do that just for them. They will have to do that for themselves. And that's mighty understandable. All right. I'm hearing that lady. She's like, I thought you said you loved me. I thought you said you cared. You know, they're on that type of energy time. And you're just like, hold on. I'm not. Last time I checked, I'm not your mother. I don't come in every time when some chaos is taking effect and handle everything like your mom would do. Right. Time to think about this. Time to think about this a little bit, honey. Time to gain some knowledge on the subject at hand as well. All right. They need to find time, and this could be something that you're focusing on or working on yourself as well. Finding time when you're at home to do certain things, meditation, breathing, stretching, exercising, things like that. Because you're never going to point this person in the wrong direction. Even if you're not doing those things yourself, you'll tell this person to do exactly that. And I'm getting what do you do when you get that silence at your home? Do you just sit there in that silence? You can, but you have to meditate. Or where else do you go? Or do you just get up and say, oh, I'm going to go to the club. I'm going to go dance in the light. What kind of dance in the light are we talking about? Because somebody here, they like to go out into nature and dance in the moonlight. That's what I'm picking up here. That's how they clear their space and clear their mind. And give them space and place to think about some things. Oh, I'm getting a little bit clogged up. All right, and there we go again. And being in that type of energy is what attracts this king energy every time towards the divine feminine. All right, he comes in because you show up for yourself. So this could be whether king or female or queen. Somebody else is being attracted to your light, but they're seeing you as this savior energy. And though you could save them, you're not gonna do it. You're gonna give them the message. You're gonna give, look, the king and queen are coming on top of each other. You're gonna give them the message. You're gonna give them the discussion. You're gonna give them homework. Okay, you're gonna give them homework, and they have to go and fill in the blanks. But for some people, you doing that, king and queens out there in divine feminine, divine masculine energy, you guys doing this towards these people, some of them is going to take that kind gesture and go on and do the work. The other ones are going to be like, no, you should do it for me. If you're already in this energy, but then you're like, how are you, if you don't do the work, how are you truly going to celebrate at the end of this? Right? Hi, you guys. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Hit me in the emails if you guys want personal readings. But this person just sees you in a high light, all right? Which could lead to obsession, but we're not really getting there, because I'm getting, if it ever got to that point, you would just dip on the whole scenario. Because somebody wants to know about this energy right here, because they're getting very, very curious about you. They're like, what the freak do you mean you're going out and dancing in the moonlight and things like that? Because somebody, when they was at home and things got silent, they found out, okay, what else can I do? And they looked out their window, no matter where they live at. But somebody here, they live in the forest woodsy area, and they went out there and they danced to their own tune. Whether they had a harmonica, violin, took a speaker with them, you know, and started dancing, earbuds, and started vibing. This is what they do. People take hikes, they go swimming. And you dropping this wisdom on them. But they feel like, oh no, you deceiving me. That's what it is. They feel like, oh no, you're deceiving me, because what the fuck do you mean is that simple? Because this card that came out, we have here, the force is with you. So if the force is with you, around you, and within you, you could do a whole lot. In my other reading, I said, just off the strength of yourself, you can make this money come in. All right? And it doesn't seem believable to these other energies who have not put the work in, or is not deciding to do the work, because they're like, I can't even imagine or fathom me just dancing and then I get $1 million, my check comes in. And then you're just like, okay, if you don't want to believe on it, and then joke's on you, because you're going to see everybody else cashing their checks, grabbing their money, okay, and securing the bag. And then this person, you tell them, yeah, you're going to be mad, crying out loud, because they're already doing the cry for help, but they're seeing you wrong. And it's a mentality thing. Why are you seeing this collective, you, as the savior to their every problem? Could be generational, that's why. You saying, bro, go with the flow and be generous. It's the same record over and over. We're just going to keep repeating the law of the universe over and over. And they're going to be saying, no, you guys are in the wrong. You're out of your element. This ain't no way to treat yourself. But that's exactly the way to treat yourself. And do a side-by-side comparison with anybody. I'm getting, take a tarot reader and put them next to a church member, you know, do that comparison as well. They're like, listen here. Which one of them is truly free? Or which one of them is truly behind a veil of deception? Who's hiding behind this? Who's hiding behind that? But who's in a real energy to where if the opportunity was presented to them, who would seize the day and grab that opportunity? The one who is truly free mentally, and they don't have mental blockages, and don't know exactly what to do with that opportunity. And the stage has now been set to where the opportunity is there for somebody to grab, but they're going to have to riddle me this. It's a mentality thing. And they're going to feel like, oh, you're shape-shifting into the person who's just able and capable of grabbing this treasure, grabbing this money, and getting on with yourself. But no, you knew what to do when the opportunity came and arose. And it wasn't for you to just be the savior for anybody. When the opportunity arose, you was the savior for yourself. That's why you spoke up, or you grabbed that, whatever opportunity it was, that was truly for you. And then somebody's here like, oh, you could feed the team with that. I sure can. But I'm going to feed the team that has been putting in the work for themselves and for me in particularly. And just like in my last reading, somebody, you sacrificed certain things. Somebody, you sacrificed sex and became celibate and abstinent. Somebody here, you sacrificed weed and cigarettes and you became sober. You feel me? That was such a big sacrifice seen by the universe, because that was probably something that you did fucking every day. And since you sacrificed that habit, this good is coming in for you. But people is not seeing that simple magic. And that it's the right thing to do, the right way to move. And then we could say it again, and then you won't be wrong or be seen in the bad light, because other people truly desire to do just those simple of tasks when it comes to alchemizing energy to receive a harvest, and then remaining good in the hood afterwards. Other people are now, I'm getting for this energy, probably because we're so-called going into winter, they're going to be tempted to sacrifice certain things, but some people are being taught totally wrong. They're being told to sacrifice people, sacrifice animals, sacrifice a country, sacrifice a nation, sacrifice millions of people, sacrifice their best friends, their lovers, their family members. They're being told to sacrifice in those type of ways other than sacrifice bad habits. What is it? And now you want to smile like the mommies? And now you want to smile like the mommies? But that's the end of the reading. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to hop back on with another one. Little baby. While I'm cleaning this up.